Well. If you didn't know, we have a new money market fund in town that you can actually grab it and invest. By the way, before I even tell you which is this money market fund and what is going on, all right, there's some signs you can actually read in the economy and tell you, hey, things are going okay. For example, if you see more companies are launching these investment options and such, it tells you that we have a lot of people who are ready to actually invest. And that tells you that at least when it comes to financial literacy, people are actually, sort of embracing it and people are learning. And before I tell you anything, I don't know whether you've watched news that right now as we speak, and I'm making this video at around December that day, okay? If you've been watching news, do you know who are the biggest holders of the government securities? Do you know what are government securities? Are examples of the treasury bills and treasury bonds. And let me just shock you a little bit if you've not been watching about news as you think about hitting that like button, okay? Now, government securities, most of the people who are holding are actually churches. Can you imagine this? Churches have invested in treasury bills. I'm talking about Kenya, have invested on treasury bills and bonds. That money that churches usually get, maybe they have some properties that they have built, or maybe whatever people contribute in one way or the other, or maybe they have money for the project. Before that money actually embarked on that, they have actually invested. Churches have invested on treasury bills and treasury bonds. Do you know who other people, other party that have actually invested on these government bills and bonds? Individuals like you, me, and anyone else out there. And the third party that have actually invested heavily on this is actually a body called NGOs. Yeah, NGO, these are non-governmental organizations, that they have actually invested in these particular areas. And this is happening in my country. What does that tell you? Well, I really hope the government will actually be decent, because people are now becoming more enlightened, that they're now seeing it. Hey, you know what? Wow, people are now embracing investing. Do you know what? China is the country on earth, it is known for saving money a lot. They save. The culture of saving has actually infiltrated within the Chinese people. They save a lot. I don't know, they save over 42%. You can check this information on the Google. Kindly go verify this information. There are people who save a lot. But if you go to the Western country, the developed countries like of the US, UK, and come down here in Africa and whatever, you find people are not even saving. People are just spending, they're just spending. But those guys are looking forward for the sake of future. They are saving more. Saving culture, of which I hate using the term saving culture, I love to use the term investing culture. It is a very nice thing. So when I see a company is coming up, showing up the signs of investment, it tells you, see, you cannot just launch anything if you have not done a market research to realize whether this actually market or this opportunity will be grabbed. Now, what am I talking about? See, in Kenya, now I'm getting into the business now. In Kenya, we have a big telco company called Safaricom. And by the way, I'm not advertising anybody. Listen, this is not a paid advertisement. Nobody has paid me nothing. This is our company. Are we together? Probably you're watching this and you have bought shares for Safaricom anyway. I'm not advertising anybody. They have not paid me anything. They have not told me, Joseph, go tell us nothing. Are we together? Now, this is a free info, and you have the right not to invest. Are we together? You have the right not to invest. You can even disregard what I'm saying. Now, Safaricom is one of the biggest, it's actually the biggest, I think it's the biggest company in the whole of Eastern Africa, Eastern and Central Africa, if I'm not wrong. See, it's about telco. It's like the MTN in Uganda, Glow in Nigeria, and what have you. Now, this company, they have actually in partners with some other companies like ALA, and this is ALA or something, verify that. And of course, another company called Sanlam, Sanlam, and another one called SIB, that is Standard Investment Bank. These are big companies in Kenya. They have actually partnered. This is an asset management. This is an insurance company, Insurance Capital, ALA Insurance Capital. This actually is what we call an asset management company. Are we together? Therefore, they have actually come together, the three of them, plus this telco company. Why? Okay, I'm not sure what the deal they had, but I can just assume these guys have peoples with numbers, By the way, if you didn't know, Kenya, and I repeat this with capital letters, and you can go verify this, Kenya leads globally, not in African continent, globally, the whole entire world. We lead in terms of mobile money transfer and mobile money banking and something of sort. Do you know in Kenya you can pay anybody at any given moment using your phone? That hawker, that anybody can actually be paid using your phone. We transfer a lot using money, a lot with a what? With our phones. Are we together? So therefore, and this Safaricom, actually, I think they have over 30 million people or something. In Kenya, we have like 56, 52 million people or something also. They control the biggest market. So they're like, you know what? You guys, you have the people, you have the system, you have people who have their money in their mobile. So how about we come? We are asset managers. We know this. I'm just thinking. I don't know what they did. I'm just thinking. Yeah. If I was the CEOs of this company, you know what, we can actually partner with you and be able to, raise or come up with a new money market fund where people can actually invest. Da, 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 da. You know what? We're on business. Boom, they're on business. Now, if you're watching this video, I know you're about to ask me a question. Hey, but Safaricom had another money market fund called Mali. But now we're gonna come there. Now, the new money market fund that we're actually talking about, it's called ZIIDI. ZIIDI is a Swahili word, if I'm not wrong. ZIIDI means growth. To grow means also to increase. It means to increase, and I bet they're trying to come up with a quite of a what you call an ingenious term to simply means how to grow. By the way, choice of words or the choice of the investment matters a lot, or choice of a business, name of a business matters a lot. You can't tell me like you can open a gym and call it lazy. It's like opening a hotel or a restaurant and call it sweat. Wait, like you open a hotel and you call it Jasho. Like, really? I don't think it can actually see. Choice of names actually matters a lot. So the name of the new money market fund that has actually been raised or sort of launched is called ZIIDI. ZIIDI is a new MMF that we have in town that you can be able to get started on. Before I even talk much about, let's go back to something that I had mentioned. Safaricom had another money market fund called Mali. Okay, we had a new money market. We had a previous money market fund called Mali. Mali is a Swahili name, means property or wealth or such kind of a thing. Okay, now what happened that now they are popularizing the ZIIDI instead of the Mali? Mali was actually in a partnership with a certain asset management called Genghis. Okay, Genghis Capital. Genghis Capital, again, it's a big company, it's a registered company. Then there was some sort of a disagreement and wrangles as far as the ownership of that capital, of that particular MMF is concerned. So what they're simply doing, I bet, maybe they're like, you know what, they're on a crisis in terms of who owns what and such kind of a thing. So they say, you know what, we ain't gonna do away with Mali, let's just stay there, but we're gonna make a new one. So that's why they have come again with a new money market fund. The Mali still people there. They are Mali right now as you speak. Again, go verify that number. And again, I'm making this video at around December of 2024. They have at around 4 billion in management. That's the money that they have, or close to 4 billion. That's why I've put that sign there. And this is like $400 million or close to $400 million or something of sort. Now, that's quite of a good amount of money. Now, that's what they are managing right now. So the money will still be there. It's still available from where you are accessing it. Your money is still safe there. It's only that they have now launched and used. But of course, I can see this one will affect this one. That's for sure. Anyway, most of the people will tend to go to, for example, if you look at the number of guys who have actually involved in this are quite many, like 1, 2, 3, and now the Safaricom one. But this one was just 2 people, or 2 entities, or 2 organizations. But now, most of the people obviously will tend to go towards this one that is actually new. So anyway, ZIIDI, simply, I'm not gonna go ahead and explain to you what is a money market fund. I've made a lot of video, talking about money market fund, what they are, how they go about it, blah blah blah. So that one you can go check it out. But of course, is it open for people to join now? Not yet. They are about to announce the date when this money market fund will be effected. And of course, while they made it available, of course, I'll be here, try the best as I can, by God's grace, God willing. I'll be here to let you know now it's available. You can actually go ahead, you can invest it, you can do something and all those kind of things. So anyway, the point is, hey, you know what? And I hope they will make it affordable. I hope they will make it affordable. Mali, we had the opportunity to invest is as little as 100. So, but right now is actually closed. We cannot. They were still on a piloting stages. They had closed it, so no new people could have actually managed to join. Only people who had joined before, they can actually do the top-ups. I hope this one, because they have already gone in the process of being registered or regulated by the CMA, that is Capital Market Authority of Kenya. So anyway, sure, there is a new baby in town, so you can go ahead and pick it up there and invest. Let's make our pockets a great place, if not our world. This is good, Joseph. But never forget, stay put, make sure that you subscribe. And if you need my services in one way or the other as far as the investments are concerned, pick that number from the description of this specific video. Give me a call. Let's talk business. That is exactly what we do. All right? For now, it's a goodbye. See you.